Trevor's here?
Hi.
Switch
Oh,
my
what's up, man?
A lot of mystery and a lot of cunning scene coming out.
The 31 was the first thing I ever did.
Representation's important, and I think this show's done a good job. I was like, sure, I'll come die for a day. That's cool.
She's the only person that you really listen to. We might see Will a little later on. You never know what's going to happen.
You can only go so far by yourself.
Oh, man.
Are you ready, Fitz?
I'm ready. Whoa! Pain. Can you hear me? Because I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Hey, Cynthia. I know.
Hey.
Hey, Justin Cole.
What's going on, man? It's been a minute.
Yes, it has. Hey, everybody. Oh, somebody's at the beach.
Me?
I want to be there. I need a beach in my life. Who else is with us? We got Trey Genovese.
Hey there, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. You're always disappearing, man.
It's so funny. I call her Pepper. I never remember her name.
Hey, don't worry about it, because in wrestling, we don't call nobody by their real names. It's all by their stage name. I know guys for like 5 years, and I never knew that. I never found out who their real name was. I'd be like, what's up, man? I'd be like, what's your real name? You'd be like, Bert. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Clancy. I didn't know her real name for, I don't know, it was weeks.
Sounds made up anyway. Like who? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clancy.
Well, and for me, the longest time, I thought that was Ian's real sister. I mean, I really thought, I was like, they don't look alike, but you know.
Sharif will do that. Take it away, Fitz.
I'm Dion Green, and welcome to another Fridays with Fitz. Today, we have some special guests with us. We have Michelle Huddleston.
Beep.
I'm Dion Green, and welcome to another Friday with Fitz. Today, we have some special guests with us. Michelle Huddleston. Why the hell is it so hard for me to say Michelle Huddleston? Welcome, Michelle Huddleston. How you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing great. We also have Cynthia Aries. Hey, Cynthia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. And welcome, Justin Cole.
What's going on, man?
Not much. Good to see you. Again, we have Trey Genovese. Hello, Trey.
How you doing, man?
Doing great. And Allie Robertson, also known as Allison Robertson. Welcome, everybody. We're so glad you're here with us today. Give us a rundown on what scenes are happening on episode 4.
Story will take a huge twist you didn't expect, mainly about Ian and this other character who stirs the pot with Ian, how their relationship grows a little bit. And then Ian and Tade, they have a picnic at the door, a marshmallow roast, plus me and someone else in particular weasels his way into everyone's heart. We get Mason all riled up, and then Will comes back from the dead.
Oh, it's that one.
And I was going to imply, Will's dead, but we don't know if Will's really dead. He may pop back in later on down the road.
Ooh.
Will's pretty much invincible, So.
Who knows what Will's going to be? He might end up being the Cannibal King. First question goes to you, Michelle. What was your favorite part about working on the 31?
Well, of course, my favorite part was when I got to box with trays and we got to be in the ring. I love to box. And so just to be able to put a skill out there that was different for a female to be able to do, I just had a lot of fun doing that scene with him.
It was a great scene. Michelle played Pepper, who is a badass. I say this every week, and I'll continue to say it. Badass female characters. That's what we give you in the 31. So one of our next amazing female characters, Miss Cynthia Aries.
Hey.
What did you enjoy about playing your character? What is it about her that you're enjoying the most?
She's kind of like a little kind of quiet and reserved, but she's breaking out of her shell with the rest of the cast. Just kind of like observing a lot and just taking it in.
You also have one of those characters that's growing as the series continues to grow. I like her.
Right.
You don't going on underneath those eyes.
A lot of mystery and a lot of cunning scene coming out.
Oh yeah, and show our viewers where you are today. Just give us a little view.
I am at Nag's Head.
Nag's Head. Well, Well, I'm so happy for you that you're at Nag's Head. I wish we were there with you. But after we finish this up, just for me, I need you to run and jump in that water, please. Okay?
Oh, I was out there and I'm like, oh, it's time to come in.
Thank you for coming in for us. Mr.
All right.
Justin Cole, it's good to see you, man. Well, I found it interesting. You came in to play Will. And for everyone that's seen the first episode, we know that Will died. And, well, at least we think he's dead. We might see Will a little later on. You never know what's going to happen. But the first thing I said to you was, "You're Will? You can't die? This kid cannot die."
There were some fun characters on set, so we were kicking it over there, and I think people were disappointed I wasn't going to get to joke around for a few more days, you know? So.
Exactly. It was one of those things where the actor that you are, you're like, I wish I could stay, but I start on another project in 2 days.
Yeah. It was actually really weird how it came to be on 31 at all. As a friend of mine, Clancy, who plays Kara, already on the show, and then they needed like extras or something to come in, and so I emailed Sherry, and then she took a look at my reel and resume and was like, oh, well, we need a Will. Would you want to play that? And that's kind of how that came to be. It was kind of
You want to die?
yeah, randomly. Yeah, I was like, sure, I'll come die for a day. That'd be cool.
Actually, Clancy stood in as your dead body.
I mean, we're pretty much the same. We're about the same size. Look alike.
I'm glad you came and died for us, or we'll see. Perhaps you'll continue with us. Things happen on this set. Well, with that being said, Justin, what are you working on during this time period now that we're in the social distance and no sets for most of us anyway?
I've done quite a bit of things. We did a Carol Instagram IGTV series, which was like self-shot, and the same director who I'd done a pilot with was directing this and brought me on board with that. So I did a few episodes of that. Did a lot of 48-hour film challenge. Again, it was like self-shot and edited together. So we have a lot of those on Sick Chick Flicks, YouTube. They're available to watch, and monologue challenges. And most recently, I finally got a different TV pilot, and I was finally get to be on a real set again, which was amazing.
Oh, congratulations.
Even though we wear masks and stuff, but it was really cool to, you know, finally get back to work a little bit. Hopefully that means more stuff will be coming for everyone else soon as well.
I hope you're right about that, sir. And since we're on this subject of self-tapes, which is what all of us actors, if we're fortunate during this time period we're taking auditions at home. How are each of you working that out? Are all of you guys submitting self-tapes and things from home? Start with you, Michelle.
I have not submitted anything since all this happened. The last thing I worked on was in Charlotte. Was on the set of Eyes of Tammy Faye. I was on that set for 5 days as a background. That was a lot of fun. And that was in, December. So I haven't done anything since then.
I understand that one. And what about you, Cynthia?
We had a couple like Zoom meets to kind of like audition. So that's what I did.
Well, things are happening. You know, you hear there's a kid playing behind you. There's a cat jumping on your lap or a dog. It's been a little bit crazy. What about you, Trey? You been taping anything at home?
Well, no, the last thing that I did was a friend of mine actually that wrestles. He does a couple of things out of Georgia, so he invited me to come down there. I played background on that new Tom Clancy on Amazon, but it was pretty cool to be on set with a lot of so like the big actors and everything. It was pretty cool though.
Congratulations on that, my friend. I'm happy to hear that. Pause for a second, and I'm going to try to put an F back on this wall.
It's like Pennywise the clown from It. Stole it. They stole it. That's pretty far back. You're an interior decorator, Fitz.
He fell again.
You're killing me, man.
What is wrong?
My sister's gone.
Well, have you checked the fort or outside of the fort?
I've checked already. She's too scared to leave the fort.
Well, she's got to be somewhere.
All I had to do was stay away from you.
Do you regret it?
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that clip. We're just going to start off and jump here with you, Cynthia. I know you're a teacher, right?
Yes.
What age range of kids do you teach?
I have pre-K, so they're 4 turning 5.
Are you able to incorporate your skill set as an amazing actor into teaching these brilliant kids?
Yes, we do a little role playing. We'll do like little word games to kind of help me with my skills and kind of just play around and be funny. And you know how kids are. They love anything that you do with them that's outside of the box, you know.
Are you creating a whole new generation of actors for us?
Yes.
Bring them on. We'll put them to work.
They love making up their own characters and their own names and settings. And then, once we do the exercises in the morning, I just watch them and they'll go and they'll say, oh, I'm going to be Miss Cynthia, or I'm going to be my mom, or I'm going to be a dog. And they'll just go and do it for like hours on end.
It amazes me how easy it is for them just to tap into that space of play with no inhibition, no worry, and just how they just jump in there and create these spaces for us to watch. And I'm like, I want to do that. I'm trying so hard to do that, but you just flipped the switch, kid.
Yeah, you got to be very simple. Just simplicity is what I've learned from them. And I bring that to my acting, is being just being simple.
That's a great note for all of us. Just be simple. Simplicity is it. Okay, thank you for that one.
Yeah. You're welcome.
And also, Michelle, I want you maybe to talk about your fitness routine that you're on, because that's a big part of us as actors, things that we have to continue to do.
Yeah, I've actually been injured and I just was able to start working out about 2 weeks ago. Don't really know what happened. It just kind of almost happened overnight. And they did like some MRIs on my knee. I had like a torn meniscus, and then I have a torn labrum on my hip. But the cool thing is that I was literally supposed to have surgery. It was almost like overnight, everything almost went back to normal. The weird thing was I had stopped working out because I was injured, and I finally got to the point where I was just like, I don't care anymore. I cannot not box anymore. I have to go back to my boxing because I was going stir crazy.
Once you get to a certain age in this industry, most people think there's...
What are you trying to say? How old do you think all of us are here? I feel like we're all still really...
I'm the oldest on this call.
Oh, no.
I think I'm older than you. Am I not?
I don't think so. I've got some...
I thought I was the oldest one on the 31.
I'm clearly the youngest out of every show I've ever been on, for sure.
Boy, you're still a baby.
But Justin, for another character we killed off in Fear to Be Brave, and then the next time we said, if we can't kill him off, we have to figure out a way to resurrect him. It's like, yeah, he survived a stab to the heart. No problem. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we don't want you to die, man.
Back at any time. It's film world, man. You can make revisions to anything. I watched parts 1 and 2 while because it's pandemic. I'm looking for anything to watch this, so I'm watching everything, man. So I saw Fear to Be Brave 1 and 2. There was a couple people that I had, other actors that I worked with. I was like, oh, cool, I know that guy, I know this guy. Eric Neal and Ariana Tyson was in there. I was like,
yeah,
all these people. All right.
Yeah. Ariana's good people. Hey, we got Nate coming on. He made it.
Jumping in. Well, we'll let Nate get set up while he's doing that. Shell, how's life been during this quarantine for you? I know you're a mom, you have 2 daughters, and a busy life. So how has this quarantine just shifted your life a little bit?
It's been interesting because, Caitlin was a senior this year. So, there were a lot of things they didn't get to do because of social distancing. But the graduation they got to do for the kids, one family was in the auditorium at a time, and your child was center stage. We were front row. We got the most amazing pictures. I mean, it was incredible what they did for these kids. And it took them 4 days to do this, 8 hours a day to get all the kids through. But it was, I had way better pictures. But as far as like her getting together with her friends, they've been pretty good. Like they'll come over, they'll be outside, and they'll be like, 6 to 8 feet apart. They've got big painting parties they're doing. They're all painting their own thing, their dorm rooms. So she's taken it well. Both my kids work at essential places, so they have gone back to work. My older one, Lauren, works at a vet, and my other one works at the UPS store. So they both continue their working.
Great. When are you guys getting back into the ring, man?
Well, actually, the next show is probably be July 11th. And so we've already got 115 people have already reserved VIP seating and all of that. So it's getting there, and they're doing it right. If you don't have a mask, they're providing masks out there for you, hand sanitizer, gloves. They're spreading it out so everybody, have their 6 feet, and they're going to have like video screens up. So which, they're doing what they can to follow the rules and everything. But, I'm really excited, hopefully, to get back out there, put on a good show for the people.
How did that affect your practices, by the way? Like, how did you, the whole pandemic?
Well, I practice at the 2-6 now. The owner's really doing a great job. We have for us it's like a respect system. If you're sick, don't show up. Have that respect because we're doing it at his house. A lot of us we do go. It's usually about 5 to 6 of us there. There's enough room. We can practice. Sometimes, with majority of the practices we are hand to hand, but a lot of the time it's doing basic cardio. We're a family, just like on set, big family. We take care of everybody. If one person is sick, that person doesn't show up. So, it goes hand in hand with everything.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see you guys back in action. And welcome, Jake Sampson. Hey, brother.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Doing great. Character of Nate. If you guys saw our last episode, Trevor, Michael Larson, man, he was very appreciative of all the things that he learned working with you. He said you guys had a great working relationship.
Look who it is.
Trev! There's Mike.
Man.
Nate, put your camera on.
Hi.
Yo, what's up? Wait, Trevor's here?
Hi.
Oh, what's up, man? Young Trevor.
Hey,
We got a whole thing going on here. Back to you, Jake. This kid is an amazing actor, and I saw the connection that you guys made when the two of you guys were together in these scenes. Like, I felt you guys were brothers.
Jake, can you go to another room?
Oh, yeah. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
And the piano?
Let me unmute myself. Let me mute myself.
He's got his own score music. Da, da. They made themselves brothers. Well, I wanted them to look alike, be related somehow, but they just said, "All right, we're brothers now," and they ran with it. Their bond as brothers really shows.
It works great, man. Michael, let me have that line one more time that I love so much.
What you doing?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Again, Jake, what is it like with a great young actor like Michael?
He's always trying to attack me, which on set. So, Trevor, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness. Trevor has some skills with swords, with sticks. Oh, and Allison, the one scene that I wish you would have filmed, Trevor and I having a stick fight, that was so awesome. And I was like, maybe I should take it easy on him. And I'm like, no, this kid is whipping my butt. And he spins around in a circle and stabs me right in the chest. Like, how did you do that, kid? It was awesome.
He always wanted to play with my knives.
Oh yeah, I think Noah's baton broke. You got a hold of one of Z's samurai swords or something. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Someone.
I was always afraid he was gonna get hurt and trying to play the mom. I was like, stop.
Yes, you played the mom very well. I guess you've had some practice.
And Dave's like, well, if he's out there and he makes it out alive, we're all good.
Trevor, what have you been doing to Michael, what have you been doing to occupy yourself this past week?
Playing video games.
What video game are you into this week?
I don't know.
Means it's probably an R-rated game.
Good answer. That's a good answer.
So Jake, what have you been doing to occupy your time?
So I was working on a script. I honestly, I don't know. I haven't even really thought about acting lately.
Yeah, it's been difficult for some of us to stay in the moment, all of the things that are going on. Keep writing, keep producing, keep going. Hey, Justin, one question I wanted to ask you is, as we'll say in the South, where are you from?
Where am I from? I was born in D.C., but I'm actually half Japanese. My mom's from Okinawa, so I'm not just like standard issue white Kyle over here.
No, you're not. It is quite obvious that you are not the standard. How has it helped you or hindered you in booking jobs?
It's a mixed bag, man. So there's definitely been commercials and things that if you're not strictly white, strictly black, strictly whatever, it does hinder you, especially here in the Southeast. But in other ways, it's very helpful because I'm very, as they put on breakdowns, ethnically ambiguous. So I can play a lot of different parts, Italian or Latino, or there's never a half Japanese role. I haven't came across that yet.
So what you're saying is, it's just as hard for you as it is for every other actor.
Yeah, statistically, it's like 3% of lead roles go to mixed ethnicity actors, and so representation's important. And I think this show's done a good job of trying to have equal representation across the board.
Yes, that's one thing that we talked about before is how diverse the cast. I'm really just happy to work on something that is so diverse. Any character could play another person's role, period. Or any actor could portray any of the characters. Nate, as well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background as well, Nate? Being one of my indigenous brothers.
I'm Lumbee down in Lumberton, Pembroke, that area.
When I first met you, and that was on the set of Fear to Be Brave, I'm like, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you're from the Lumbee. He's like, what? How do you know that?
Oh, yeah, you did guess. That's right.
Oh my goodness. Are you ready? Are you ready, Fitz?
I'm ready.
Okay, this is what you've been wanting.
Yo.
Whoa! We have prize
Hey.
for everyone.
Anthony.
There is a man that just showed up. Oh. Welcome. Look at him. How you doing there, Jason?
Not too bad. Just got back for the weekend. I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Everyone, welcome Jason Edrick, who portrays the character of Kane.
Yay.
Hey.
So glad to have you on with everyone here. This guy comes in like a freaking, I don't know, let's say a Miley Cyrus song, like a freaking wrecking ball.
With his entourage.
With his entourage, and wreaks all sorts of havoc. Could you deliver us one of your famous Kane, any one of them, in that deep Kane voice that you bring out so smoothly?
But here's the thing. Jason and Kane were so close of characters in the fact of what they were trying to do from the 31 and from Fear to Be Brave that I have Jason's lines going through my head all the time, where we filmed the other stuff. So it took quite a while to film, and we were able to film the 31 really quickly, at least most of the part I was in. I miss it.
That I really liked about your character is how strategic he was.
Definitely.
And I wondered if part of the way you crafted was due to your military background.
Yeah, a lot of it was military background. When I saw when you guys showed me the script of Kane, I looked at it as a military personnel, looking at it as if this guy was trying to start his own army, how would he go about it? Obviously, not just some random person is going to try to start an army. You have to have the knowledge. You have to know how. You have to be strategic in everything that you do. So when I was going into that character, that's exactly what I was thinking of is, okay, this is, if I were to start an army with my military background, what are some of the things I would do? And as soon as I started thinking about that, I brought it right to the character and just went with it.
The balance of you and Nuke, Allison's character, is interesting because I always say strategic and structured on Kane's side, batshit crazy on Nuke's side.
We haven't gotten to see it yet, but Nick Day will rip you apart if you give her the chance.
I mean, there is something coming up, some few episodes down the road between Nuke and Kane that is, I will say, it is epic. I have never seen a male and female character go at it the way the two of you do. Guys, I was there as we filmed this, and I'm sitting here watching it going, I can't believe this is so good. I mean, guys, that was no joke. And when you had her above your head, I'm giving too much. What else is happening next? Oh my goodness, I forgot Michael's on here. I'm sorry, Michael. I've said bad words like 4 times. I'm sorry. Who's in another scene with Kane other than Nuke?
Well, Todd and Eris talk about Kane. Oh yeah, you three and Z are like a peanut gallery. Like, what's Kane gonna do next?
Awesome. Okay. Jason, I really want to know, what is one of your favorite characters on the 31 other than Kane?
Other than Kane, I'm so one-sided because of Kane. He is my favorite character. But if I did have to pick another one, I would honestly probably say Nuke Day's character. She, because I'm used to playing just absolutely bat nuts, and now I'm in something that's, even though this guy's obviously crazy, he's very structured as well, and he knows what he's doing. He has a plan. Where Nuke Day, seeing somebody else take on the role of that off the wall, crazy kind of situation, and I love the way that she portrays it. And every time I filmed with her, did have those really intense scenes. For an actor, you can only go so far by yourself, but when you can have somebody right there in front of you doing the same thing and you're feeding off the energy, it gets better and better and better. And that was just one character that it was so easy to take my character and run with it whenever I was in a scene with Nuke Day, because of the character that she was.
You guys together, which is what makes the scene that I really are so intense, guys. Like, whoa, it was great to watch. Great to watch. Also, Kane, we did get to see a softer side of Kane with his love interest of Astro. You guys are doing a really great job working together.
Yeah, that's been really fun as well to, once again, go on a different route of portraying certain emotions and find somebody that could help me with that. Megan was really good for that part because she was able to really portray and really connect with, to strike up that love interest on camera and whatnot and really show that softer side to Kane. So that was fun too. I like that. I like that whole situation.
I love how Astral can kick Kane's ass if she wants to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Her own axe.
That's one of the best about it, because we noticed that with the two of you, she's the only person that you really listen to, that really can pull Kane back.
Yeah.
Kane. From the first time I saw you portray Kane, and I did not feel the same way when you were portraying Jason when I first met you in the other movie. But when I saw you as Kane, I just turned around at Ian and I go, I hate that guy. Like, dude, great job. I love what you did with him.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you can turn around, if you can actually watch the show and then turn around and after you see my character and you go, man, I actually hate that guy. I love to hate that guy. I'm portraying the character right, because you're not supposed to. He's not the hero or anything else. He is the quintessential bad guy. So if I'm portraying it to where somebody's looking at that and going, I do not like that guy, then I'm doing the character justice, I guess you could say.
Yes, you are. And it's not that I want Kane to die. I don't want him to die. But I just want to see what kind of maniacal stupidness he's going to come up with next.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Definitely.
Great job. And I'm going to start off my last question of the day with you.
Okay.
What love about acting?
Man, it's a complicated question, but I'll try to make it as easy as possible. What do I love about acting? I love the fact that, I remember when I first started going to movies with my family. I grew up really poor. I grew up in a trailer with 5 kids and slept on the floor for the first 10 years of my life with my brother in front of a fan. And, so, we had our great times, but there were also really hard times. And that stuck with me all through my adult life as well. Whenever I go to a movie, you go to movies to escape the everlasting dramatic stuff that happens in this world, and to be able to escape for a little while and be in awe or in fear or in all those different emotions that you get to feel while watching a movie, to escape the monotony of the world in general. That stuck with me for a long time. And what I love about acting is that no matter what's going on in my life, I can step into a role and I can escape any kind of problems that might be going on, even if it's just for a little while, to help me not only gain some perspective on my own life, but I'm looking through the eyes of different characters. And so to be able to escape for a little while and just have fun and tell somebody else's story is awesome. If I could do this the rest of my life, I definitely will, for sure.
I think you definitely should. And thanks for helping me escape into the world of Kane.
My pleasure. I will definitely keep on doing it.
Thank you, Jason Edrick, for joining us. We will see you soon for the Outsiders episode.
Sounds good to me. Take care, guys.
And Michael, my buddy Mike.
Yeah.
What do you love about acting, kid?
What I love about acting is that you get to meet different people. I feel like that can go 2 different ways, because one way you can really like them and you can become their friend and enjoy your time on the set of whatever you're acting on. But the other way could go that you don't like the cast and you don't enjoy spending time on set. But I still like to connect with people and be their friends.
Well, I'm glad that you connected with us, because you are
Nice.
on this production. Thank you. I can't wait to work with you again soon as all this social distancing is over. And for you, Michelle, what is it that you love about acting?
So I don't know if y'all know, but I'm very brand new to acting. The 31 was the first thing I ever did. It was very educational, and I had no idea what went on to make a movie or a show and how many takes things took. So it's been very eye-opening, and it kind of got me into doing some background work just from local stuff that's been around in Wilmington or Charlotte. And it's been a lot of fun to see what all goes into making a movie.
Good job. I didn't know first project that you worked on.
Yeah, me neither.
Welcome.
I love Pepper's spunk. Michelle, you have awesome attitude.
Thank you. You guys will have to all come with me and go. I was on Halloween, so it comes out in October. We'll all have to go and watch it together.
Awesome.
You'll have to find me. I was on set for, I think, for 3 or 4 days.
Justin, what is it that you love about acting?
I really enjoy telling stories and getting to step outside and play other characters than yourself. Entertaining people has always been a big thing of mine, and you can make people feel things and emotions, and I like to play with people's emotions, so that's great. And other than that, man, I really enjoy seeing my beautiful self on films. So I have to see it everywhere.
Well,
Isn't
before
that why we do it?
I'm gonna let you take the time to let us know what's the next project. Where can we see it?
Well, I do have Blood of the Mummy, which I shot probably 2 years ago, is out on Vimeo On Demand, Prime UK, and DVDs, which are available at Walmart and Moviesing. Harbor Island, which is a pilot, has now gone into pitch. It's in festivals currently. A lot of stuff's on my Instagram, Facebook pages, so feel free to follow me there.
Excellent. So feel free to follow Justin Cole, everybody. Cynthia, I have the same question for you.
I just love meeting different people and just being able to define my character's identity and just being diverse in bringing my teaching and bartending and other skills. And the fact that I'm 40, but I look like I'm in my 20s, so I can play younger characters. So
That's an amazing thing, huh? Cynthia, so good to see you. Thank you for being with us.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Trey?
I think it's the same thing with wrestling. I didn't know a lot of the guys before I started wrestling, and I didn't know none of y'all until Sharif was like, "Hey, I got a part. You want to play it?" Like, cool. And it was like I left one family, found another family, and I consider y'all like brothers and sisters. Being on set as long as we were. Joked, we laughed, made fun of each other. So if you can't do that with family, then who can you do that with?
Jake, same question for you, my friend.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Me? Okay. When I got into acting, my friend got me into acting. And at the time, I felt really boxed in my life because I gotten into trouble or whatever. I had to move back with my parents, and I felt boxed in. And when I went to the script readings and I read a script, I felt like I actually had like some sort of like control or whatever, be able to express myself, I was like, wow, this is awesome, So yeah, that's how I got into it.
I'm glad you're out of that box, but I really have a question.
I don't live with my parents anymore. Also, cool.
No. I want to know about the hair.
Say that again?
The hair, my brother.
Oh, yeah, I had to stop dyeing my hair black,
Allison?
What Justin said, I love to see my beautiful face on screen. No, but what I love about acting is I can, like Johnny Depp and what y'all have said, is bring out a portion of myself and safely be able to play that out on screen, and I can pretend to kill someone without getting in trouble, or I can be someone different for an hour or so and show a different side of myself and live in an alternate universe for a little bit. I enjoy studying personality and psychology. I almost said I love to watch people, but I get to try new voices, try different hairstyles, try different makeup, try different clothing, embody a different person each time.
I love everything about it. Most importantly, I love that it scares the hell out of me. I don't know if I'm going to be good or if it's going to be horrible. If I look like crap, I just know that I love doing it. Thank you to everyone who joined us today. Justin Cole, Michelle Hodson, Michael Larson, Jake Sampson, Jason Edrick, Cynthia Aries, Trays, Allison Robertson. Thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. Michael, summer's a little bit boring when we're quarantined, right?
Nate needs you. Nate needs you, Trevor. The poor guy.
Steve, what he did to that hair. What do you think of that blonde hair?
I think it looks cool.
All right.
Right on. See there, Nate? That's exactly what you needed. Thank you, everyone that just came in and did your amazing work on the 31. We truly enjoyed it. It's normally Fitz, but today it's. Thank you, guys. Please join us next week. Please follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and any other gram that you want to find us on. We are the one. I'm Dion Green. This was Fridays with Fitz. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.